point, 24,000, 12.5 for Amleto, 8,000 for Walter Ray, and 6 for David Traber. So our new format, we have a King of the Hill challenger, Nelson Burton Jr., and Ron Williams of Fort Worth, Texas.
You're right, Chris. Ron Williams won the right to be the King of the Hill right now with his AC Delco Classic win last week. And basically, he's the first King of the Hill. Now, the man who wins this match, whether it's Ron Williams or Parker Bohn, will go to Las Vegas as the King of the Hill next week and bowl the Las Vegas champion.
Right.
If you continue to win, you get $5,000 every week. However, if you win a number of weeks in a row, look, if you get 15 in a row, you can win $255,000. So, Chris, a lot of money at stake.
Now I know why you came back to bowl, Nelson. Okay. And with some animation, we bring in the opportunity to meet a King of the Hill. As the challenger is Ron Williams, and the man that wants to take all the money as the winner takes all, $5,000, Parker Bohn III. A left-hander and a right-hander.
The only match we've had like this, Chris, was last year in Edmond, Oklahoma at the Choice Hotel Classic, where Gene Stuss, the senior champion, bowled Monticelli, and Monticelli just wiped him out. Let's see what happens here.
There he is. Parker Bohn. Strike. Now, 5'11", 175-pound Ron Williams, originally from East St. Louis. Got his wife Bonnie with him in Torrance. She's watching back home today.
Get up there.
Well, in both cases, the pins are listening to the bowlers.
You're right, Chris. It's an ideal shot. Last week we saw him as the tournament leader become the 8th consecutive tournament leader to win the championship. You see his style. He has that kind of a funny push away with his arm, but he lines everything at the top of his swing. And here's a situation where both men are coming off a championship. Ron Williams, he's AC Delco champion, bowling against the Phoenix Open champion. Both of them are loose and ready.
Full ball.
Yeah. Great shot. In winning last week, it was his first PBA victory in 3 years, Ron Williams, which put him again into the Firestone. 7 new faces on the Firestone list at this point. Two frames, each bowler, 4 strikes. What else or what more can we ask?
Well, Parker just looks as sharp and as confident as anybody we've seen, and I do agree with your comment there you had, Chris, of one of the finest matches we've seen in 32 years. I haven't had that luxury of 32 years. However, in the 19 years I've sat in this position, that was one of the best, the Monticelli-Bohn match. But we're shaping up for another top one as both players have started with a double in the King of the Hill match.
Head-to-head, 5,000, winner take all. And that man who has strung 3 has already won 24,000 this afternoon. Ron Williams, his opponent, won 42,000 AC Delco Classic last week.
Two different styles, both with fairly medium hook balls. Ron with the upright style and the good loft over the line. Bohn with the deep knee bend.
Get up. Yeah.
Look at that. 3 frames for each bowler, 6 strikes. The average 202 this week. While today's 4 finalists average 252, he's bowling the hottest. How does he feel about the odds?
Well, Bo, it is a disadvantage for me because I finished 102nd place this week. But, you know, it's a 1-game match, and, you know, after coming off a win last week, I feel like I can win this week again and continue on to Las Vegas next week. Come on. Yes. Yeah.
Talking very little, but come on. Does the trick with the help of a great shot. 4 in a row, momentarily at least, a 10-pin lead. Our first King of the Hill Challenge match for winner takes all. The AC Delco champion against the Phoenix Open champion. We have 7 strikes. Ron Williams 4 in a row. Bohn 3 in a row. Still all even. Nelson. Wide World follows us. And equally as good are the Harlem Globetrotters. And on this wide world of sports, they are the ambassadors of goodwill because they visit and play in South Central Los Angeles. And I know our director, Larry Kim, and producer, Caroletti, really enjoyed doing that show. Well, it comes up next. Four of them were here with us today. We hope you saw them.
That scoreboard pretty. 8 strikes, 4 by each player.
And then reality.
Well, Chris, he's wondering what happened there, but if he went quickly on the approach and his arm swing got away from his body. When your arm swing gets away from your body, you don't get the leverage necessary, and here he hits light, leaves the 1, 3, 4, 6, 7. Best way to shoot that is get the ball to the right of the head pin in the 1-3 zone, get over in this area, drive the head pin into the 4. Too much of the head pin.
So for a man that is the Phoenix Open champion by virtue of 3 victories, now it's a winner-take-all King of the Hill match.
Ron Williams, who had 27 strikes in a row during the tournament last week at the AC Delco, has 4 in a row to start this match and can take a big lead.
Oh, hold up, baby. Carry. Yeah.
Oh, and he is accepting the challenge, which he earned by winning last week.
You know, it's interesting watching from the announce booth 2 players that are very loose. Parker Bohn with a victory today in the Phoenix Open. Ron Williams, unperturbed by his poor finish this week, is loose as a goose, and he has a major lead in this King of the Hill match. Watch how he's playing the lane. Very conventional player. He's going to start to the right side of the approach. He's going to drift to the center. He's going to go right around the second arrow, just about as standard as you can be.
Oh, we were going toward that halfway point. 5 in a row. He leaves the 4 pin. And, of course, this year, should we have a perfect game, True Value again with a $100,000 bonus and a $10,000 bonus from the PBA.
Well, if the head pin goes to the sideboard, kicks out the 2, the 2 takes out the 7, but not the 4. With a conversion, 20-pin lead through 5.
All right.
Next week, Las Vegas, then Grand Prairie, Texas.
And then we go on to the True Value, Peoria, and St. Louis, my hometown, for the Budweiser tournament the next 4 weeks. Parker Bohn not thinking about that. He's thinking of the next 5 frames in front of him.
Carry.
Comes right back.